Hey, I'm Becky with the Good Hair. In case you didn't know, I finally made affiliate on Twitch. And what better way to solidify my spot as a streamer on Twitch than actually unpacking and moving in? This is the next part of the whole unpacking series. So we went from 1997 to 2004. And it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 rooms to unpack. Sam, let's get sloshed tonight so we have the courage to tell her. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, Pete, by the way, we're trying to recruit Sam to come to Canada now. It seems like that's gonna be happening. Oh, first apartment after college. There we go. Chad's got the right idea. Pete will help me in the sex dungeon level? Cool. I mean, I can't guarantee that that'll be a thing. If there was a thing, I'm sure. I'm not sure where Sam is. Or no, Sam's somewhere in our time zone. So, like, New York. Duck, you can't get mad at Maple people. You can't get Emily out of here. The only place my sister is going to is Africa in November. Or something like that. We're gonna open all the boxes. Yeah. No name. Obi's got a wild imagination. The game does not include a sex dungeon. Yeah, she's going on a volunteer trip to Africa. Why aren't we doing that instead? Because she's a nurse and she volunteered to do it. So she's gonna go do the thing in Africa and help people for like a month and kind of go from there and see where that gets her. It'll be a really cool thing on her resume, to say the least. I think those are coloring crayons. It's a hidden level. I could see you being, like, honestly, Mel, I'm sure you could do anything if you put your mind to it. Being a nurse is one thing, like, being able to, like, have the amount of patience and taking care of those kinds of people on a day-to-day basis without, like, either losing your sanity or kind of finding, like, the little things that you can, like, joke about. Like, a friend of my sister's who's also a nurse, she works in a really heavy department, so, like, she basically said their coping mechanism is kind of, like, using dark humor to their, like, advantage in that sense. Like, they're never gonna bring their job home with them. Connecting to chat. Hi, Nathaniel. This game is unpacking. Since I made affiliate and we don't have anything else going on this week in terms of tournaments, I'm unpacking and moving into Twitch. We got this book bag. Yeah. We're just trying to do some chill activities because today's been a day. We got some shirts. And some pants. I don't remember a piggy bank. Hi, Houdini. Nice to see you. I know. Honestly, when I saw this game in the store to begin with, I was like, there's no way that this game would be, like, interesting or, like, anything worth playing, I think. Yeah, it has been kind of a day, Nathaniel. So, like, we're just unpacking because it's a nice activity. It just gets everything sort of taken care of. I'm doing better now, Houdini. Thank you. Yeah, we're just chilling, unpacking some stuff. Thanks, Obi. I will probably take that break sooner, or, like, not soon. Like, we'll just get through the bedroom, maybe. See where that takes us. Got a little bus. Oh, now we have the Eiffel Tower. We're watching Becky unpack. Yeah, it's a good time. Oh, I have a toothbrush, and that needs to go here. And that also... The one, like, I understand that they're making it, like, more challenging for things to kind of move around. Ooh. Do we leave him dabbing? Or, like, what do we do? There's... If I hold him, he, like, stands. He, like, jumps. It's, like, the thinker pose. Maybe we just leave him dabbing. Put him on top of the closet. Can I? I don't think I can put him there. I can put him in the closet on the shelf, but I can't put him on top of the closet because I think that's technically part of the ceiling. Like the power wash simulator. I never actually saw that. I think I heard about it, but I can't say that I ever saw it. All right, and I mean, we don't usually put shoes here, but I'm gonna put them there for now because I'm sure we've got more hangers kind of coming in somewhere. The lawnmower simulator? Were these more like COVID things? Like, because I know I did some VR stuff during COVID. Like, the only game I actually played in VR for the first time ever was, oh, hi, Tombstone. Q simulator next. The only game that I ever played in VR during the pandemic was Accounting Plus. And if I had Accounting Plus for VR for PC, you know I would be playing that in a heartbeat. Like, that game is hands down some of the funniest content that I've ever heard in my entire life. And I wish that I love choose your own adventure games, but it's hard for me to actually be a completionist in a game where everything changes and you have to do so much to, like, get to those parts. But I think it was really cool to, like, I think I watched my ex-boyfriend play it when we were living together, and that was interesting. And, like, even watching some of, like, the playback footage on YouTube has been really cool. But there is, like, only one scene that I actually love from that game. And it's, like, the second scene that you get into. Oh, we still have the kitty. Pants? Oh, pajamas. Okay, we'll put that together. Oh, more pajamas. Okay. $60 seconds. I can't say that I've played that game before. Is it also like a puzzle game, or? Hi, Colette. Yeah, I think this game is oddly satisfying, and it can be, like, pretty good when you actually finish it. When I first played this game, I didn't, like, I know that there's achievements for games, obviously, but I never thought for a second to be like, oh, let's look at the achievements and see, like, what kind of stuff we can accomplish. Sometimes I just like coming upon those things by, like, chance. I guess we'll put that on top of there because it doesn't look like we're getting any more hangers just yet. Hi, Kyle. No, my room's not messy. Your room is messy. I'm unpacking. It's meant to be messy until it's actually clean. You would know that. Everything has a place. Oh, like the toaster. I also tried Risk on the phone. My room's only messy when I finish my work. Right, Kyle? I believe you. I believe you. Every time you tell me anything, I absolutely believe every single word that you tell me. And we're gonna solve that again. This guy has a lot of underwear. Like, it feels like we're just unpacking a lot of underwear right now. Like, there's like 12 pairs over there. Is that it? Yes, Pete, Circle gets a square on that joke. You got it absolutely right. I'm not done yet, Tombstone. I didn't just win. I just unpacked all of the stuff that was in one room, but it hasn't been put away into its entirety. I have 2 other rooms that I have to go through before I'm finished this one. How do you beat the game? You unpack everything, and you put everything away. So, I'm putting at least everything that's in this room away until I have to unpack everything in the other rooms. I did not need to pack that or pick that up. It is hard work. Absolutely hard work. I mean, have you guys ever even moved? Like, I've moved so many times over the years, and why is chat so horny? No. Hi, Simone. I don't know. Your name's not Kilted. I know your name's not Kilted. You're like way, like on a scale from 1 to 10, like you're way cooler than Kilted, in my opinion. But he is my stepbrother, so like we are homies. Boyfriend got my name wrong. The Peteman has only moved once, and we hired big, strong Jamaican dudes. I think the first time besides my mom moving us from one province to another when I was, like, before I even had, like, comprehension of what moving actually was, the first time I moved, we used, like, small town movers, and then the second time we moved me, I ended up hiring, like, I thought they were, like, Toronto, like, or I guess local Toronto people, but I wouldn't know any difference because it's not like I actually talked to these people. I just booked them online. I'm pretty sure the first movers I ever paid actual money for that was my own were Russian, and they dented my furniture, and they, like, dropped it, essentially. Like, they dropped this big, this big hutch that I had. It was like a dresser, but like with drawers underneath, but it had 2 big doors, so it's a hutch. And they moved it, but like they made it seem like they had everything under control, but for whatever reason, it just toppled over. It was a very top-heavy thing. But when they dropped it, we just kind of looked and we're like, so is anything gonna like happen for that? Like, do we get, like, is there like something that we get kind of like reimbursed or anything? And they just kind of like gave me the bill, said whatever, and like left. And then I had to paint that door, fill in the hole, and kind of like go on with my day. And like, we get it, but such is life, I guess. In Russia, furniture moves you. Well, the furniture should move itself, all right? Like, I would rather have everything taken care of, like Beauty and the Beast style, where everything is just alive and gets it. Like, just solves the problem on its own. Drink vodka, dent will disappear. Simone's got the right idea. I don't really know if I could have claimed at that point. It was like I was literally just moving out of college at that point. I was young and naive, and I didn't know any better. So we just kind of left it at that. I don't actually know if they really gave me a discount. We just kind of took care of it ourselves. Just dent their truck, 50-50. That would totally make sense. Oh yeah, we didn't add a White Claw. So if that's possible, Baldwin, it is... you gotta do... No, it's not add claw, Obi. It's exclamation point another claw. And VIPs are the only one that can do it. Yeah, or a mod can do it. Thank you, Nathaniel. But yeah, I mean, moving is moving. I've moved a lot. Like, when I first moved out of college, I moved to my first apartment, and I lived in that building for 2 years, but I lived in 2 different units because every time I moved, I was always trying to find something more affordable. And for some reason, lo and behold, not even thinking about inflation or cost of living or anything like that, I moved every year and never really saved any money. I thought I was saving money, but it was really just more like I moved from a bigger place into a smaller place for less money to a place that was about the same size for a little bit more money. And then I had a whole basement to myself before I moved out of Toronto for like $800. And then a month into it, I realized that it was infested with German cockroaches, and I was still living there for at least 6 more months until those people decided that they were selling, or no, not selling. They were renting the property, and they decided that they were going to buy a house for their first time somewhere out in like the middle of nowhere. And then they told the landlord, and the landlord only wanted 1 tenant living in that house. So I had to go because I couldn't actually afford to live in that house. And then I moved across the country. Where do you stand on energy drinks? No, like, Colette, honestly... Oh, German cockroaches are disgusting bugs I be sniping. But, Colette, energy drinks are, like, neither here nor there. I think... Like, there's a time and a place. I can't drink them first thing in the morning because it's hard. It's, like, too much sugar too quickly. But, German cockroaches are, like, disgusting kitchen bugs, essentially. Like, you'll find them in restaurants. Like, not all restaurants because, obviously, like, there's a health code and stuff like that. But depending on... where they, like, I'm not even going to show you guys because they're just gross and I don't need to give chat nightmare fuel or anything like that. I've Googled it myself and given myself bad feelings from it. Again, like, I'm dumb. I like to torture myself. I guess I'm like a masochist mentally. I don't really know. But either way, all of, like, I looked at it. It's like, they're just very self-aware almost. I don't know. But having, like, daily Mexican standoffs with these bugs because you're just trying to wake up and get ready in the morning, and they usually aren't out at the same time as you, but then they kind of just, like, adapt to the living situation. It's just living with bugs. They're really gross. Opens grandpa new German cockroaches. I'm sure, you know, like, living in the Netherlands is a little bit different. Like, that's a top tier dad joke if I ever saw one. But, like, masochists like to torch other people. Well, you know what, Mallory? Like, maybe you need to teach me all of the terms because, like, you're sadist is the word. Okay, thank you for teaching me because we all know that. At least, like, to some extent, Mallory is trying to be, like, a financial dom when she's on stream. So, like, I implore her for that. I wish I could yell at people and get bits. I don't have the heart to do it. I'm too nice. Yeah, a person who enjoys pain. So I'm basically torturing myself because I don't necessarily enjoy pain, but it's kind of ironic that I keep putting myself in pain going through these situations. Yeah, like, either way you flip the coin, there we go. Like, I had it right the first time, right? I don't know. I'm lost at this point. We're just going to leave the kitchen alone, and we're now going to move on to the bathroom. A masochist? There's a lot of debate going on in chat, but it's okay. We are having the discussion. You think they're bad in Canada, come down south. I don't want to be around them at all, Victor. I couldn't. Like, it's just gross, okay? Like, living in a house that's just, like, kind of pre-infested, it's not what I vibe with. I couldn't. And, like, I'm glad I only went through it for so long, but at the same time, like, I would never want to live like that ever again. That's just not for me. Oh, I can't allow... The thing about playing this game is even when I try to move my cursor, I can't get out of the game screen unless, like, I actually leave the game. I would allow that word, Victor. I see what you said. Yeah. It's just, they're just gross. Bugs are gross. I am not a fan of bugs, in case anybody thought about, like, that in general. I am very much not interested in things that crawl around on the ground or make webs or decide that, like, living rent-free is okay. I know bugs don't have jobs, but, like, they could help pay a couple bills here and there if they're just gonna, like, take up some space, you know? Or, like, they help out and, like, kill other bugs. But that's not my vibe. Oh, and we got a frying pan. I don't know where this is going. What do I have to do? Something's wrong in the bedroom. Okay, well... I love how Becky's issue isn't only that the bugs are gross, it's that they don't financially contribute to the household. Yeah, okay? Like, you know what? If a bug brought home a paycheck and could actually, like, buy me groceries, or, you know, like, pay for the internet, or pay the insurance that I have to pay to live here, even though nothing here has been stolen or broken into or had to be replaced or flooded or anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I paying all of these bills for if, like, it's just everything that has to do with living life is a bill. Everything costs money. I would just like to be a child again. That's, in an ideal world, I would just be like a 10-year-old being fed and, like, living at my mom's house again, and life would be great. Thank you, Sam, for the gift sub for Colette. Irksome. That deserved a gift sub. It absolutely did. Welcome to the gift sub fam. You now have the gift of hanging out with us and having an ad-free experience. You might even say, they bug me. Oh, Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, Pete is a funny guy when he wants to be. Sometimes you would say he's funny all the time, but you don't want to make him think that he's too funny, because then he'll stop being funny. She has the gift of good hair. We're great actors and actresses. Yeah, fuck ads. Oh, and I gotta move that over. Maybe just put that there. And this needs a home. Where's that going? What did Snipin say? Has Pete eaten some shrooms lately? Because he's a fun guy. Oh my god. We've gone from being a horny chat to being a dad joke chat. And, like, I'm not hating this vibe. Like, it's a vibe. We can keep this vibe going. I'm sure nobody's gonna hate it. I'm not mad. Okay. Does that mean the bedroom's done? Nothing's flashing. So I'm gonna say yes. And it's just the kitchen. Okay. So, towel. Maybe this one? No, they don't like it up there. Also, hi RJ, I forgot to say hi because I saw you in chat and I haven't said hi yet, so hi. Now that I'm an old guy, I look at big expenses and I think, I wonder if I can just do this myself and save money. Absolutely! Absolutely! I try and think of these things all the time. I'm like, you know, if I don't need to buy this specific thing or like do specific things, like maybe I can just like live without it. Or like services. If I don't have to get somebody to do something, I'll find a way to cheaply do it myself. Colette, that was really good. Is your PC overheating? You should open some windows. That sounds like a prank call if I ever heard one. Like somebody literally calling you and just like, that's the new, is your refrigerator running? Is your PC overheating? You should open some windows. Can I put this up here? I don't think I can put it up there. Can I? Nice! We did it! We have moved on from 2004. I don't know why it chooses this room. I have to cook for myself? Uh-oh. Well, that was me last Thursday after stream. If you find these oddly satisfying, feel free to hit that like button. Or leave a comment below on how you would actually unpack your stuff. If you want to catch more good stuff, hit the subscribe. Otherwise, you can find me on Twitch, live. Okay, bye!